So to follow up on my recent video um, about how important close rate is for getting a good ROI from your ads, I started thinking about, okay, if close rate is the key to your ads, assuming they're set up right and run right, then what's the key to close rate? And so I thought about what my um, most successful clients got going on that's different than one of my clients that's struggling with his close rate. And what I realized is there's four main things I noticed. One is he has very few competitive alternatives. He basically has no competition. He works in a niche, and even other competitors who offer his services don't really promote this specific service he has. They're distracted by other things. So he has the specificity factor of this is all I do, and he promotes that. And apparently, there's a lot of his competitors that actually refer him because they don't want that business. So it works really well for him in that sense. Everybody can't do that and get that niche, that specialized, but I do think that every business has its unique selling points, and you want to make sure you're promoting that in your ads, the things that make you different. What I've noticed is a lot of companies, they will be hesitant to do that because they want to tell everyone they're a one-stop shop. Unfortunately, being generic sometimes makes it hard to get attention and hard to stand out and hard to remember. So I do think that there's power in saying, look, this is my core strength. This is my main strength. This is my main thing. And this is what I'm promoting and what I want to be known for. So he's got that part working very well for him. And I think that's probably the number one thing that's making it so easy for him to close because it's simple and it's easy to remember. And the other thing is perceived value. People know they need this service for him, right? They know they're going to need it maybe once a year, or eventually they're going to need it if they want, to level up. So uh, when he gives them the price, there's no complaining. He lets them know he's very quick about um, fulfilling the service, and so the perceived value is very high. I've never heard anyone complain about his price or try to haggle him or negotiate. So they understand that what they're getting from him, especially with the speed he's able to deliver it, is worth way more than what he's charging them, right? And he knows that too. So that also helps him out when it comes to his close rates. Like, I'm the only one really promoting it. I'm fast and I'm very affordable while still making good money for himself, right? It's just like it's not an arm and a leg, and it doesn't take forever. So that makes him very easy to buy from. And there's urgency, right? If they need this barrier to be taken down in order for them to move forward, and he's the guy to help them get past it, well, then, basically, it's almost a non-factor. It's almost a non-question. Like, yeah, of course, I need this thing. I need a specialist like you to help me do this thing. So let's just get it done so I can move on and to the next thing and make my money, right? I'm making thousands of times more than what I'm paying you. Um, but I just need your help to get to it, right? So this obstacle's in my way. You help me get past it. Boom, let's do it. And finally, most companies are not in his position, and they have to get, if you're not in his position, right, his lucky position, that means your close rate is going to be dependent on probably lots of objection handling, right? Lots of excuses of why they can't buy, complaints about your offer or things they're blaming for why they can't buy. And so this is where I think most businesses struggle because they haven't done the previous three things. And so now their close rate is dependent on the ability to basically communicate and negotiate and explain things. They got to go into much further explanation and justification for their offer. If you're in this position, I personally would probably try to rethink my offer, or my audience, right? Because why work 10 times as hard if you could have just simply planned things out right in the first place? But if you can't do that, then of course, yes, you're going to have to go into the basics of objective handling. That's what real sales is, right? And you're going to have to explain, my offer is worth more than, the price you're paying for it. And it's going to help you achieve your goals faster. It's going to make things easier for you. And, with the time you save, you'll be able to, achieve your goals way faster than before. All of those things, basically explaining why it's worth it, why it's worth doing now, why you're the right person to help them get there. You're not like the other, companies they work with before that burn them. All of those are components of objective handling. And those are the four main factors I've noticed to help you increase your close rates.